The following segment is sponsored by Smith's Food and Drug. Have you ever heard of ham steak before? Chef Jeff Jackson from Smith's is showing us how to cook it in a way that will leave your guests impressed. Let's take a look.
Happy Easter, everybody. I'm Chef Jeff from Smith's. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're probably going to have ham for your Easter meal, right? And if not, that's awesome too. But if you are, and maybe you only have 2 people in the house and you don't want to buy a big ham roast, I've got a recipe to help save the day. The ham steak. It's a wonderful thing. And in fact, you can do this for a crowd too, so it doesn't really matter. For a small group or a crowd, that's what makes this recipe great. But these ham steaks are like $4, and there's 2 huge ham steaks in there. But I'm going to show you how to make a soda-glazed version of that ham steak. Super easy to make, super delicious, gives you all those flavors, and you don't have to throw it in the oven and wait. It can be done within minutes, really. So what I'm going to do is I have those packages come with 2 ham steaks in them. They're pretty thick. Great value in those. I love them. But what I'm going to do is I've got my pan over medium-high heat. What I'm going to do is add some butter to my pan. And then once that butter melts, I am going to get my ham steaks in there and then brown them on both sides is basically what I'm after. Let me get the ham in there. And it takes probably about 3 or 4 minutes per side, but we just want to get a nice brown on our ham steaks. Okay, so let's get our ham out of the pan. They're nice and brown. Be careful when the ham cooks too, because it likes to pop a little bit and splatter. Just be careful with that. Okay. Ham is out. We just want to get it brown on either side, and then now we're going to start our glaze. That's going to be soda, so you can use any kind you like. I'm going to use black cherry. You can use cola, root beer, whatever you prefer. I'm using black cherry, and then in next goes brown sugar, some Worcestershire sauce, just super easy things you probably already have, and then some honey, just about a tablespoon or so. That's about right. And then I'm going to let this come together and just kind of boil down just a little bit, maybe for about 4 minutes or until it starts to thicken just a little bit. And then we're going to get the ham back in there, and then we'll have Thanksgiving. We'll have Easter dinner already within minutes, so it's a great little recipe. Okay, so after about 3 or 4 minutes, it's reduced down a little bit and got it's gotten a little thicker. What I'm going to do now is to whisk some butter into it. That's going to kind of stabilize the sauce and make it a little bit more rich. Just makes it better. Butter makes everything better, right? So I'll just stir that in really quickly. Take just a second to melt it. My butter is melted in now, and back in goes my ham steaks. I just want to put them back in there just for a second, just to get that glaze stuck on both sides. So let them cook on one side, and then we will flip them over, let them cook on the other, just for a minute or two, just to rewarm them, and then dinner is served. And minutes later, dinner is served. Super easy to make. Let's get our ham steak on there. I'm going to serve it with some mashed potatoes and asparagus. Get some of that glaze and put on there. Maybe even put some of that glaze on the potatoes. Why not? It'll be delicious. You can find all these ingredients at your local Smith's. Thanks for watching. Thank you for shopping. Happy Easter, everyone. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.